Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Quality Learning with Suyash. In today's video, I am going to discuss about the topic SQL aggregate functions. Here we have 5 basic aggregate functions: min, max, count, sum and average that we'll be going to understand with the help of syntax, sample examples and results. So in today's video, I am going to cover the first two aggregate functions, that is min and max function. So first, where we have to use aggregate function. So we use aggregate functions together with group by clause, which divides the rows into groups, and an aggregate function calculates and return a single result for each group. But suppose if we use aggregate functions without group by, then aggregate function apply to all the rows of the queried table. So basic aggregate functions are min, max, count, sum and average. So let's discuss our first aggregate function, min. The min function returns the smallest value of the selected column. Let's come to the syntax for min function. Select space min function, which will be applied on any column name, from table name where condition. Suppose we have a sample example. Here we have one input table. The name of the table is product underscore fun. We have 4 attributes in this particular table named product ID, product name, supplier ID and unit price. Along with this, we have inserted 5 records. Now suppose our first query is we have to find the cheapest product in the table. So with this input table, we have to go into this unit price, because in the question it has been asked that we have to find the cheapest product. It means the value for this unit price is to be compared for all the products available in this table, and which value will be minimum among all, that will be our output. So we have 5 values associated with unit price: 125, 140, 180, 20 and 25. So in this, 20 is the minimum value among all the values present for unit price. So our answer will be having one attribute along with the value 20. Let's see what will be the SQL command written for this. So we'll write SQL command select space min, which we are going to apply on the column name unit price, space from our table name. So table name is product underscore fun. Let's see what was our input, and if we'll execute our SQL command, what will be our output. So here once again I have mentioned this input table so that it will be easy for you to generate the output based on the command we have written in our SQL part. So here we will be going to have only one particular attribute as an output, that is called as a unit price. But as we have associated a function min with this particular unit price, so by default in our column it will be reflecting like that. Whereas if you want to change this particular column name, then there is a provision with the alias name. You can change this particular min in parenthesis unit price with minimum price or something, whatever the attribute name you want to make it suitable, you can do so. So value will be 20 here. Now come to the second query. Now in the second query, we need to find the product name. It means in this case, we want the name of the product which is cheapest among all the products. It means we have to find the name of the product along with that particular unit price, which will be minimum among all the products available in our input table. So for that, we will write SQL command select space min which we are going to apply on the function, which function, min function we are going to apply on the column name unit price, comma product name, as we also have to name the product which is cheapest among all the other products. So space from table name product underscore fun. Now group by, because we need to group the records according to the product name. So we are writing group by space product name. So let's see how our output will look like. In this case, you can see we are getting the two columns as an output. As in the question it was clearly mentioned, we need to name the product which is cheapest among all the product. So in input table you can see, let us first focus on face powder. So face powder, if you will go, face powder is the only product. So group by will not be applied on that because it is simple single product, and we need to mention the value 180 against this face powder. But when you go with the hair oil, you will see this oil is coming twice. So we need to group according to the product name hair oil. So hair oil will coming one time, but we need to compare the unit price. So unit price for first hair oil is 125 and second is 140. So we need to compare these two values 125 and 140. Which one is minimum? So we have 125 is minimum. So that is the reason 125 is coming as an output for the minimum unit price for the product name hair oil, as it is going to group the particular records and it is going to generate a single result. So any one of the two will be coming, but because we are using minimum function, so it is going to compare this value, and minimum out of 125 and 140, if it will be compared, 125 is the minimum value. In the same way, when you compare, when we go with the face powder, so face powder, when you go with the toothbrush, so toothbrush is also you have two entries. Again, you need to group by with the product name, so it will be compared with 20 and 25. So minimum value is 20. So that is the reason our output will appear like this. Come to the second function. The second function here we are using is a max function. So the name itself, it is clear, we are going to find out the largest value. So the maximum function returns the largest value of the selected column. So syntax is similar like a min function. In place of min function we are using a max function. Rest everything is same. So select max, that column name where we are going to apply this max function, from table name where condition, and then a statement termination symbol semicolon. Again we are taking the same example, input table product underscore fun with with 4 columns and 5 records. Now suppose the question is asked, we need to find the most costlier product in the table. So again here we have to find out the unit price of the product which is having the highest cost, or we can say which is the costliest among other products. So here we are writing an SQL command, select max on unit price, this function is applied, from table name. So table name is product underscore fun. Let's see what will be the output of this particular SQL command. So our output will look like this. You will be having max unit price as your output column name, and you need to compare the value for unit price which is largest among all. So obviously 180 is the largest value among all the values inserted for unit price of any individual product. So here it is 180 as a output. Let's see our another example. Here we need to find the product name which is most costlier among all the products. So again we have to name the product along with the cost associated with it, provided the cost should be more as compared to others. So again we have to use a group by clause. So let's see how we are going to use it. Select space max on column name, that is unit price, comma p name because we want product name also as an output, from table name which is product underscore fun, space group by product name. So let's see what will be the output of this. Again we will be having 2 columns. Wherever the same value is there for the column, it will be written once, like hair oil it is written once, like toothbrush it is written one, and face powder it was by default one. So if you are talking about a maximum price, so for face powder there is only one price is there, so we cannot compare mean or max, it will be same value 180. For toothbrush, now you can see here two values are associated, one is 20, another is 25. So unit price we have to find it this time costly, means toothbrush 25, this will be our output for the unit price. And for hair oil again we will compare 125 with 180, sorry 140. So here 140 will be coming as an output. So in this way we have to apply our min function and max function. Thanks for watching this video, and visit part 2 of this video where I have discussed about SQL count function, sum function and average functions, again with its definition, syntax and sample examples. But before leaving this video, if you are new to this video, please subscribe this channel so that you can get any notifications for all my upcoming video. If you like this video, then please don't forget to like and share it. Thank you.